This story is about a ravine, how it was nice and had lots of fish in it, and none fish because there was garbage, and it's getting better.
When we first moved into this East Vancouver neighborhood, I was amazed to discover that Renfrew Ravine existed. It had somehow survived the culvert and pave everything attitude of early city builders. Here was a little jewel of wilderness completely surrounded by city. But I could also see that the ravine had big problems. I started looking for people who were working on solutions.
Once upon a time, there was a wrecked up ravine, and we were helping it. The neighborhood got together twice a year to clean up the ravine.
It was around 10 years ago that a group of people in the community decided that it was time Renfrew Ravine was cleaned up. The first time we did the cleanup, we had 3 huge dumpsters filled, overflowing with garbage that we'd hauled up from the ravine.
My response as an artist was to try to find a way to shift people's perception of the ravine from an illicit garbage dump to a beautiful sanctuary for wildlife and for us.
And we made beautiful mosaics and gardens.
I heard passers-by comment on our mosaic fish path and say, "Hey, look at the fish. I bet there were fish in that stream down there." I knew we were on the right track. As I learned more about the ravine, I realized the issues were more complex than just garbage. Fish haven't survived in the stream because so much of our neighborhood is covered in pavement. When it rains, the water can't soak into the soil, so it runs through the storm drains straight into the ravine, which floods. Fish eggs are washed away, fish habitat is destroyed, and the ravine slopes become soggy and prone to landslides. Could I inspire our neighborhood to love the ravine enough to make changes at home? In my mind, I could see lanterns, music, and performance turning the ravine into a place of magic.
That is amazing. Oh.
In my neighborhood, more people speak Chinese, Cantonese, or Mandarin than speak English as their first language. How could we find something in common to begin to create a vision of what we could be together? I decided to create a festival that linked the Asian Mid-Autumn Festival with environmental awareness and issues surrounding the health of Still Creek and Renfrew Ravine.
In ancient years, it is very dark at night time. People can't see anything. When they saw the beautiful moon, they feel happy. They thank God, and they think that, God sent this moon for us. In autumn, after the harvest, they feel good also. They give thanks to God, and they remember the moon, and they also worship the moon, and they share the food. So they celebrate during the Mid-Autumn Festival because it's full moon.
But before the Moon Festival, there was lantern making, there was shadow puppet making, there was a whole bunch of stuff. I helped make Chango, and I made the bunny.
The Moon Festival parade followed the course of Still Creek that flows under Slocan Park, through Renfrew Ravine and Renfrew Park. It's been over 3 years from the first imaginings to this moment. I'm overwhelmed.
就攞起一個弓箭，將呢啲太陽咧射咗去喎。
Finally, only one sun was left in the sky.
你哋想唔想飲呢？哇！
My name is the Jade Rabbit. I live here.
Only once a year, on the day of the Autumn Moon Festival, Hu Yi and Chang Yi were allowed to meet in the sky.
I have been creating with my neighborhood for 4 years, but the work has just begun. We are just beginning to tap into the potential of an active and engaged community, of what we can achieve together when we believe we can make the world we want to live in. The long-term health of the ravine and the health of the community are reflected in each other.
Our community have moon festival every year. That's very good because the neighbors can gather together. If we can share our knowledge and learn just like how to protect the environment, how to don't throw the garbage to the ravine,